Your friendly reminder to set your clocks an hour ahead tonight as daylight saving time begins. Of course, the idea has been around for centuries, mentioned back in 1784 by Benjamin Franklin, but it was not widely adopted until much of Europe started using it during World War I. The U.S. standardized the system in 1966 when Congress passed the Uniform Time Act. But the time change has plenty of critics, including Elon Musk and President Donald Trump, who vowed to get rid of it back in December, calling it inconvenient and costly to our nation. CNN's chief data analyst, Harry Enten, joins us now. This is a divisive one, Harry. People have feelings about this. How do they feel about daylight saving time?
I just find the entire topic to be absolutely enjoyable, hilarious, just everything all in one, in part because it's not really partisan, right? I mean, I've done a podcast on it. I've written like 4 articles on it. I think we've done 2 segments and like 4 months on it. This is one of my favorite topics. Isn't it one of yours?
Listen, I am intrigued by it. It reminds me about the Veep. Remember when Jonah campaigns on this? Yeah.
Yes. So, why is it such a divisive topic? Why is it one in which folks are really sort of digging into at this particular point? And I think we can look historically at this. Oppose daylight saving time. I want you to look at the time trend here. It's one of the things that is just so unbelievable. It's moved so much over the last 25 years. You go back to 1999, 23% of Americans oppose daylight saving time. Look at the number now, 54%. That's a jump of more than 30 points in only 26 years. And more than that, what's so interesting is you get a majority of Democrats, Republicans, young people, and old people all in opposition to this. So I think that is what is going on right now in the government. Why we're partially seeing this movement is we've seen just such a clear shift from people being not really opposed to it 25, 26 years ago, to now all of a sudden you see this 54% who are in opposition to the idea of daylight saving time.
Interesting. And what about most Americans? Do they really want to be trying to change their clocks twice a year? Although I will say with the phones, it's easier. But you know what I think about is like the oven and the microwave. You do still have to do that. At least I do. You still have to do it.
Yeah, I know about the microwave. Sometimes I actually keep it the same throughout the entire year, so I never actually have to change. But then I'm like an hour ahead in the wintertime. And, I'm just so interested in sort of the Google searches because there's just been so much interest in this generated over the last few years. And we can see this in the Google searches by comparing the number in the 2020s compared to either the 2000s or the 2010s. This decade, the Google searches are up. Compared to the 2000s, they're up, get this, 37%. Compared to last decade, the Google searches are up 18%. It's almost as if more people are talking about it. I like to think myself, Jessica, that I am driving the interest in this topic, not just Elon Musk, the fact that I've written so many articles on it. And now, of course, we're doing the second segment in 4 months on it.
Right. Well, I mean, it's you. You are at the heart of it, Harry.
Yes.
Now, listen, the real crux of this seems to be, do you stick to standard time or do you permanently move to daylight saving time?
Yeah, this is the problem, right? All right, so we have all those people who are opposed to the idea of changing the clocks, but how do you actually keep time then? And so it's interesting when you actually pose it as a 3-pronged question. Given these choices for time, I prefer only daylight saving. Look at this. It's only about a third at 35%. Only standard time, again, just a little bit less at 30%. Switch back and forth. Now as we introduce these 2 other options, that comes in at 29%. So for all the people who are complaining, all the people who are saying, I want to move on, when given 3 different options, they're split 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. And I think that's part of the reason why we've had so much difficulty in seeing any movement on this topic, because the bottom line is 1/3 of the country believes X, the other believes Y, and the other believes Z, and therefore we just kind of stick to what we already know.
It's clear as mud, right?
Yes, exactly.
And while people dislike changing the clocks, are they actually bothered by it?
Yeah, so this is like the fun thing. I know I'm bothered by it because, you were mentioning that oven clock. But are the clocks moving ahead really a disruption to your life? This is one of my favorite questions because it kind of gets at the intensity of how people feel, right? 55% say, no, their lives aren't really disruptive, compared to 41% who say, yes, it disrupts them. But here's the thing I will note about it. As you see, I have a little star down here. Only 13% of Americans say it's a major disruption in their life. So despite the fact that, again, I'm so interested in this topic, only less than only about a 1/7 of Americans actually say it's a major disruption. I, of course, hate losing the hour of sleep. That's why I actually prefer standard time to daylight saving time. but I guess I'm part of 1/3 with 2/3 of the country feeling, you know, changing the clocks is fine, or actually, I just want to always be on daylight saving time.
Yeah, that's true. I think the sleep is what
Yeah.
gets people. Do people change the clock, though, as we were saying? I mean, I am genuinely curious about this.
This, I think, was, you know, sometimes, Jessica, I come into a segment, I'm going to go, I know what the broad strokes of it are, but I don't really know where exactly I'm going with this. And I kind of put in keywords, and sometimes I get a little bit surprised at what I find. So here we go. Type of alarm clock that you use, amongst those who use one to help wake themselves up in the morning. Look at this. 76% now, their main one is the phone, compared to 18%. Interestingly enough, Nick, my producer, said that they, in fact, use a classic alarm clock that they got from their father. And so I'm part of the 76 for the phone. I think that's part of what's going on. People are less bothered because, simply put, they no longer have to change the clocks. I'll also note that another 6% use like a smart device, you know, perhaps maybe an Alexa. I don't have an Alexa. It's a little too complicated for me. But besides that, I do use the phone. I guess my oven clock, though, that's really the thing that I have to change. And
Yeah.
I guess now I'm going to have to go home and change it. I think maybe you will as well. This is a good reminder for you.
No, I will. I absolutely will. I don't like being off. That does bother me. I guess I'm a little type A in that way. But you know, it's funny. I think too, people used to worry about screwing up the time, being late on that Monday morning or that Sunday morning. With the smartphone, you don't.
No,
have to worry
you
about that.
no longer have to worry. You no longer have to worry about that. And if anybody out there needs a reminder, you can just rewatch this segment when I put it onto social media.
Just rewatch it again and again and again. Harry Enton, thank you so much. Good to see
See you, Jessica.